Hey guys, it's Rachel from the Little Ring Lamb, and today I have a book review on A Night In with Marilyn Monroe by Holliday. If you haven't read the first book, A Night with Audrey Hepburn, there could be spoilers within this review. I'm not sure if there would be too many spoilers, but just a forewarning, if you haven't read this is actually the sequel. Also, I found out, before I go on, you know the third book, I think I was talking about this in the first book review I had of it, or my book haul, or somewhere lately I was talking about this, and I was like so excited because the third book was supposed to come out like July 26th, which is the day before my birthday, so I knew like I'd probably be getting it around then, so I was like really excited because that was like gonna be the first book I was gonna read it like after my birthday, I think. And then it got pushed to January 31st, 2017, and I was like no, because like I purposely read this series very close to it because I wanted to read it all kind of in a swoop, but yet again just waiting for that third straggler book. But I'm really excited for that release too, but sad. But anyway, this will be a no spoilers on this book review. And if you've watched my videos before, you know how I rate the books, but just in case you don't know, I rate them in 5 different categories: plot, characters, cover, suspense, and overall in terms of reading very soon, 5 out of 5, not so soon, 1 out of 5. So this book takes place, I believe it's like a month after, or a few months after the events of the first book. And you find out that after Libby dated Dylan O'Hara, didn't quite work out, a lot of stuff happened. Ollie is launching his new restaurant. Libby's working on her company, Libby Goes to Hollywood, which is a jewelry company that she started in the last novel. And basically, Libby is very distracted in this book. She has a lot of things pulling at her, and something's happened, and somebody's starting to fill her place in Ollie's circle. And then another unwelcome guest turns up on her enchanted sofa. This time it's Marilyn Monroe, and she's here to give Libby some more guidance. I really like the addition of Marilyn Monroe in this, and I forgot to mention this in my first review, but with these books, I don't find that you need any base knowledge of Audrey Hepburn or Marilyn Monroe, because I haven't seen any other films. I know very little about them. I really want to see some of their films now after I'm, reading these books. But you don't really need that much base knowledge. But what I did to prepare for reading both the books was I read the Audrey Hepburn and Marilyn Monroe's Wikipedia pages, and that gave me enough baseline to really, I think it was more helpful to read that, but it's definitely not a requirement. I just thought in case you don't have that much base knowledge and you're scared to jump into this. But if you've read the first one, you might not be as scared because obviously you know what you're in for. But I just thought I'd mention that in case you haven't read the first book and you're just going to jump into this one. So, that's just want to say that. So, plot. I give plot a 5 out of 5. I really like this book. I didn't find it had second book slump, which is very common with second books. There's definitely a lot of agonizing moments in this because there's something that you want to happen so bad, and you're just like, characters, please, just get it together. But the plot was super good. I really liked this. I liked how it continued on. It wasn't like one of those books series that you could be like, oh, this could have been a duology. This definitely had room to grow throughout the third book. I really liked the relationships in this book. I really liked how the plot progressed. I found that I'd say the first 30 pages, yet again, were a little bit slow to jump on into it, but that wasn't that bad for me. It didn't hinder the score at all. But if you read the first book, the beginning's a little bit slower. Same with this one, but it definitely picks up. I find the beginnings are always slow, but it just goes on a steady pace throughout the rest of the novel. Characters, I give a 5 out of 5. I really like all the characters, and my favorite character is, well, not my favorite character, but one of my favorite characters, Bogdan, I think his name is how you pronounce it, and he is Libby's landlord's son, who's like a hairstylist now. And he's just hilarious because he has such an attachment to Dylan O'Hara, who everybody's like not the best guy, but he thinks Dylan is like God. And I just really like his friendship with Libby. I really like how he uses the wrong words and Libby has to correct him. And he's just a really funny side character. And I really like how he got more of a, more stage time, I guess, in this book. I really liked how Libby's character progressed. I really like how she takes the apparitions or Marilyn Monroe's advice and she kind of goes with it. She doesn't fight it, which I really like because when you have a new ghost spirit coming in, it's very interesting to see their take on how Libby should change her life. For example, this is not really a spoiler, but Audrey Hepburn liked Libby in these black pants, and Marilyn Monroe was like, ew, those black pants. So it's very interesting how her life can change because of these ghosts changing her appearance or changing the way she thinks. And I really like the journey Libby went on. I really like Marilyn Monroe. I gotta say, I really liked her coming into the book more than Audrey Hepburn because I just found her more personable. I think Audrey Hepburn, I really liked her character, but I found Marilyn Monroe actually thought they were roommates, so that's maybe why, where Audrey Hepburn knew she didn't live there, So, and I really like the bonding. I really like how her sister has a more bigger place. Cass in this novel, her mom has about the same role, but I really like Cass is a kind of annoying character, but I really like her. There's some new characters come in. Of course, I really like Ollie and hers relationship. And actually Dylan, even though he's not the best character and like throughout the novels you're not too won over by him, but I gotta say he actually turned around in the later half of this novel and I actually respected his character more. But that's basically it for characters. Cover 5 to 5, like enough said. Like these covers are gorgeous. The spines look so pretty together. These covers are beautiful. And I really like them. And I really like how they always have Libby and the starlet on the back cover. So obviously 5 to 5. Suspense, I'm going to give a 5 to 5 too. This one kept me gripped to it because there's something that happens that you really want to happen. And this one kept me more gripped than the last one, but still gripped nonetheless. And also, I gotta say, this is off topic, but this book is like really floppy compared to the other one. The other one was really structured. This one's really a floppier paperback where the other one's not. But that's off topic. Yeah, definitely just kept me reading. And overall, I give this book a 5 to 5. I might reread these first 2 books before I read the 3rd book if I do have time and if I'm feeling like it, but I'm definitely going to reread these. These are rereads for sure. They're great. And yes, that's my book review on A Night of Marilyn Monroe by Lucy Holliday. Definitely let me know if you guys have read this in the comments below. And I want to thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.